that it goes beyond our frontiers without the need for translations. And it is said that meanings are lost. Some meanings are lost in translations. So it will be a first-hand meaning within the English language. We are celebrating the birth of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, who is part of what is understood as Mahdawiya, Mahdism. Very powerful concept. Like my student pointed at it here, that at times for people who know this for the first time, may be only required to believe, though it may not be very easy for them to understand it. Just as it's the case with Jesus Christ, who is still living, and not dead. By the majority of Muslims, they believe it's not dead. A few Muslims, 1% thought he was arrested, crucified, died on the cross. Did not die on the cross, only lost consciousness, but then regained consciousness and traveled from the temporary grave. There are some few Muslims who have that belief, and died in India. Later to be, to appear again in the person of Ahmad-Ghulam-Mirza. And they believe the awaited Jesus came back in the person of Ghulam Ahmad Mirza, came back. But also they imparted the same name of that person on the figure of Mahdi, that it was Mahdi himself who appeared, and it was Jesus himself who reappeared in the person of Ghulam Mirza, the founder of Qadianism. All these are issues, all these are beliefs. And these Muslims are existing. And you have the headquarters at one day, and so on and so forth. So it's a kind of a challenging concept, Mahdawi. However, Al-Mahdi was born and is living. Are we very happy when we are celebrating this? Are we very happy? In my feeling, I'm not happy. I'm not very happy. Because he was born in hiding means something not normal. The situation was not normal. I'm only wondering why that abnormality, a security situation, has continued until today, more than 1,200 years. It is continuing until today. Why? Because it is said that when that hunt for the just people, when the oppression ends among Muslims, when the oppression ends, Mahdi will appear. But so long as there are people who are Muslims who want to murder Al-Mahdi, that is why the occultation is continuing. The occultation of Mahdi is continuing because there is persistent oppression for all that long. when that is the case, I celebrate, but when I'm not happy. Huh? Symbolism, the symbol of Muslim oppression is in the continuation of Mahdi occultation. Simple. Then we have to check ourselves. And he needs 313 individuals who are real Shiites. Then he will appear. When I read that and it's a fact, then I fear. It's a kind of a judgment on me that I'm not real. He is still searching for 313 good Shiites to appear. He doesn't find them. These are issues that send me to worry a lot, that make me unhappy on this day of celebrating his birth. These are hard facts that all of us have to face and find solutions to. Also, this is a man, as I had said before, that do you have taqiyya? Do you practice taqiyya? Taqiyya is a security measure so that you don't get hurt by the enemies. Taqiyya is a security measure. Okay. And occultation, when Mahdi would appear unnoticed, the reality of Mahdi, unnoticed because he fears all the truth and justice to be heard. Then he is practicing taqiyya for more than 1,000 years. This is the longest taqiyya ever practiced. The longest. But why? Because people don't want truth and justice. Truth and justice. When Mahdi represents the justice, the hadiths of the Prophet are clear. When he appears, injustice will go. People will enjoy justice, the form of justice they have never dreamed of. It will be an idealistic world. The world that the situation that you are living in, which you are seeing in reality and which you cannot even believe. You are living in a situation that you cannot even believe. Too good to happen, too good to be believed in. When you are living it, injustice will go, and the people will forget all the injustices that had been subjected to humanity. That is the government, the rule of Imam Mahdi. As I end, should be my shortest submission. As I end, like Sheikh has been appealing to here, that creating a reconciliatory move, not to people, putting reconciliation between people. The Prophet says is better than all the salahs and zakats ever performed in my ummah. All the salah and zakat. Al-islah bayn al-ithnayn khayrun min ammati salat wa zakat. Reconciliation between the two is better than all of the zakat swalas ever performed by my ummah. This is Prophet saying. And it was very important, Sheikh. It was very, very important. Because one time I told my students that me, the day I'll wake up and there is something wrong between me and anybody, and when I'm the cause, then I'll not pray. Because I don't want to disturb myself with you go and pray when the rewards go to the person I wronged. Eh? Do you know who is a bankrupt? Yes, the one who lost business. No. It's the one who will come to Yawm Qiyamah with the swalas as mountains, with the zakats piled up as mountains. But when he had harmed this, abused the other, took the wealth of the other, and they take all the rewards and you remain with nothing. Me, when there is something wrong between me and anybody, when I'm the cause, I will not pray before I end it. Because what for? When I know that it will be taken by the person I wronged. Personally, I run to any sign of reconciliation exhibited by anybody. If there's anything wrong between me or between me and the group, my friends I live with, or the structure I hate, if there's anything wrong and that thing we had never started it, we fight nobody. We have seen people fighting where we are, bombing where we are. The moment any sign of ending it, of reconciliation appears, we shall run very fast to capture it, to end it. We shall run, come, whether it's raining, whether it's very hot, a hot day, we shall go to that person who has exhibited a sign of reconciliation, so that any wrong that continues is not blamed on us. Any wrong, we shall end everything. And we have never started any quarrel. Any quarrel. But we are willing that we end it, somebody ends it, and we'll be there. So that these celebrations make a meaning, or else then we are hypocrites. I believe Mahad is unknown somewhere. Then we are hypocrites. If that's not our feeling, then we're hypocrites. Yeah. The day I married my mother, and thank you for those people who were there, Chef was there, and most of you, I had appealed, because there was something like, this Hajjat has died and some things that we are doing would be discontinued. I said, no, for us, we don't turn against the dying wishes of our seniors, our people. For us, we don't. But for anybody who our parents have been good to, we only need one thing. We need truth and justice. For those who are there, truth and justice. When truth and justice is practiced on us, we shall reciprocate in the same measure. The same nature, the same meaning, the same measure. And it has helped us to be peaceful at home. To be peaceful. A few who didn't want truth and justice went, but many were with them. Truth and justice. Anybody who wants to relate to you, to us, to me, to everybody, because it's you. It's not Adam, it's you. The Constitution of Mushiamuko says it is you. It's you who brings up a leader. Maybe it's not anywhere in associations. It is you in your general assembly. Mushiamuko has that structure called general assembly. That one will bring up, laws, regulations, even the leaders. It is you. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the starting point and the ending point. It's you. So, you, if justice is practiced on you, then we plead that you solve all the problems that could be existing with anybody. That would be our plea to you on this very important day of a man who is the symbol of occultation, the symbol of Muslim injustice. And it's not justice or injustice. It's not just justice wronged by non-Muslims. No. It is injustice denied to Muslims by Muslims. That is the problem with the Mahdi occultation. He symbolizes his disappearance and occultation symbolizes oppression practiced by Muslims on Muslims, not by non-Muslims on Muslims. No, there was no body of the non-Muslims hunting down Al-Mahdi. He fears Muslims. We wish this ends. We wish development in this infant Muslim community, part of the Muslim community in Uganda. It is in the beginning, it's in infancy, with all these rifts, these dividing lines. It becomes unproductive. It is completely unproductive and dangerous. And we are anti-Al-Mahdi. We are against Mahdi when the situation continues. Assalamu alaikum.